Hi guys, welcome to my unboxing and quick review of this random orbit sanding tool. There are a lot of different sanding equipments. You can have something for your to put on your drill, or there are belt sanders, or I don't have too much from of them, but basically it starts with some kind of sanding paper that you can buy at every Home Depot or whatever, and then you have these sanding blocks which help sometimes. If you have to get to the corners, and it's a little bit more stable and more efficient. And then I was looking for something stronger to sand some furniture for repainting, and I was close to buy a belt sander, which there is sanding paper which is running around, but I found out through some videos that these things are really strong. They're a little bit more expensive, like they start from about $50, and they have also two different type, like fixed speed and variable speed. They are very efficient. So I think maybe they are a little bit too strong, too fast for me. I have mostly small furniture, so I thought it may be a good thing to start with something like this. This is a little bit cheaper. It starts at about $29. There are a lot of these type around. This is more new kind of this. Here you see what should be here, like the features, voltage, like the rounds per minute, cable lengths, everything, sound level. Here also something about the package, what the package includes. It includes some sample sanding paper as well. The weight is 1.4 kilogram, which is like average. I found out the whole package is a little bit more weight, and it's pretty new, as you can see. As long as it's focusing, it started on April 6th. It's something pretty new. I mean, not the whole type of sander, but this special sander in particular is rather new. So let's open the box and see what's actually in there and how it really looks. I have not much experience with such things. I have something like a sanding mouse, which I put on my Black & Decker drill. That worked quite good, but I needed something stronger. My Black & Decker is battery operated, so I wanted to have something with cable cord, so something that is instantly available. I don't have to charge, and definitely has more power. And you have to be really careful when you select something like that. There are always, with almost all the sanders, there are two types. There's one with a certain speed, and one with and those with variable speeds. And I have selected one with variable speed. Of course, I think it's a little bit more flexible. It goes from 1 to level 5, or maximum probably 6. It has this Velcro button where I can attach these sanding papers, which came with the package. So let's see how easy it is to put this on. We have a 80, 120, and we have a 240, which is the finest. So I start with something intermediate. So let's put it here. I hope I will be able to remove that. Yeah, I just put it on. So, oh, okay, I made the first mistake. Of course, there are some holes. Yeah, and I think there is some vacuum, some suction, which will suck all the sanding, yeah, all the material from the paint, old paint, and or from the wood, to suck into these holes. So you have to align these holes with the holes from the sanding paper, of course. Yeah, that's not too easy. Yeah, I mean, can be done fast and not so good. It can be done better. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So, more or less, yeah, I think it will work like this. So, okay. Yeah, feels quite good. A little bit heavy, more heavy than I expected. And as you see, this is rotating. I think it's fully rotating. Most of the sanding equipments, they are just a little bit like shaking to a side or back and forth or something like that. And this is really rotating. I don't know what the expression means, like the random orbit sander. Random, I expect something like, yeah, random. So you don't see any stripes or something like that, but how can they do random? Ah, yeah, now I see. So maybe if you look here to the side, or is it just because of the sanding paper? Maybe it's just because of the sanding paper, which I did a little bit not in the center. Yeah, I think it's just the sanding paper. I thought it's oscillating a little bit, but I think it's more or less the sanding paper, which I didn't put in the center. So, but still this thing is hard to remove, so I probably have to check the full instruction. So the thing is, there's a maximum, but there's no minimum or zero, so I almost have the impression, no, there are two buttons here. Is that on and off? If you push one in, then the other comes out. That's just probably on or off, so I have to check. Hold on. So I checked the instructions, which I have here, by the way. There's not so much. It's a name, Anesty, which is not even at the box. The box just says made in China. There's nothing, no basic instructions, no picture. There is nothing on the box, so it's really cheap packaging. Here it says Anesty, whatever it means. Eccentric sander. Eccentric, yeah. This must be something. Yeah, and this very basic manual. As you see, some safety instructions as usual. Let's keep going. Yeah, use and care. General safety instructions. Probably it's not related to this product, it's just in general. Dust, yeah, of course you have to be careful. Really unuseful stuff. Service, yeah, here technical description, that's the most important thing, apart from the picture which explains the button and the features. Here, this is what I mean. You see all the thing: power cord, dust collector, sanding pad, power switch handle, speed control, yeah, how to replace the sandpaper, start stop, yeah, I mean there's some things, but I haven't seen something about how to remove the dust box, so I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, I've been looking into the instructions, but I haven't found anything how to replace or how to open and clean this dust collector. That's really strange. I mean, they can't expect that we use the vacuum to suck it from here. There must be a possibility, so I do it later maybe. The strange thing is also, why do we need two buttons, one to start, stop, and one for the speed? I mean, usually for most of the equipment there's just one wheel here, start, stop. As you see, there's some click. Usually that's when it's off. That's really strange. So yeah, I put it on 1, and here I have it on 0, I guess. So I started. I hope it won't cause too much damage or something like that. So yeah, now I have plugged it in. Yeah, and now I turn it on. Okay, let's see. This is somehow oscillating, and it's turning also. That's really strange. I can't really say what it's doing. You see, sometimes slower, sometimes faster, depending on the pressure you put. So it's vibrating, it's oscillating, and it's turning. So we get higher speed. Okay, that was maximum speed. So yeah, doesn't look too tricky, except from the dust box. So but everything, it looks it felt really powerful. I think you can do really strong, fast sanding. It's mostly like vibrating, but it's also turning. It's moving the wheel, so you don't have the same area at the same location, which makes it more even and more smooth, I hope. So for the first impression, looks quite good. So I mean, there's no brand, no name, but apart from the sanding dust box, no really complaints. Okay, finally I managed to remove the dust box, so there was no trick, no nothing. You can just pull it to the back, just keep it a little bit moving and pull it at the same time, pull it back. So then you have the box, and you can open the lid as well, but you can clean it with a vacuum cleaner from here. But if you like to clean it fully, you can pull the lid, so you can clean also this mesh or this filter. You can clean everything. You can put this part, you can clean it on the water, yeah, in the sink or something like that. So yeah, it's no rocket science, but it had been nice to have a little bit explanation in the instruction, but there is nothing I have been reading from beginning to the end, there was really nothing in the instructions how to remove the dust bag. So it's basically just pushing it in and pulling it out. So there's nothing, no lock, no unlock, no nothing. Very basic, but I think it works. I mean, it has a really firm hold, so probably it won't fall apart or something like that. Yeah, now I have removed the sanding paper. Yeah, you can just pull it from one side and pull hard, and it will go off no problem. So here underneath we have the sanding pad. I think it's called the sanding pad, and this has this velcro surface. Yeah, and of course after a long time it can be damaged as well by the whole sanding process. So this needs, after time, needs replacement. You see it has 4 basic screws. There is no replacement pad in the package, but I guess you can get them at Amazon as well, or maybe even it's a standard thing, 5-inch, which you can get at every Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever. So that doesn't look too tricky. I think it's really just 4 screws which have to be removed and put in again. So yeah, if you like the video, give me thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time.